Be compassionate, as everyone you encounter is battling a more difficult struggle. Every heart has an unfinished melody until another heart responds softly. Those who desire to sing will always discover a song. With the embrace of a lover, everyone transforms into a poet. Wise individuals speak because they possess something meaningful to convey. Fools speak merely because they feel compelled to say something. We can readily forgive a child who fears the dark. The true tragedy of life occurs when men fear the light. Only the deceased have witnessed the conclusion of war. The cost that good men incur for their indifference to public matters is to be governed by wicked individuals. Do not force a child to learn through coercion or severity, but guide them towards it through what captivates their imagination, allowing you to more accurately identify the unique inclination of each child's genius. The greatest penalty for refusing to lead is to be governed by someone who is inferior to you. Never discourage anyone who consistently makes progress, regardless of how slow it may be. One consequence of opting out of politics is that you risk being governed by those less capable than yourself. I consider myself the wisest person alive, for I am aware of one truth: I know nothing. Good individuals do not require laws to guide them towards responsible actions, whereas those with ill intentions will always find ways to circumvent the law. Ignorance is the root and foundation of all evil. I am attempting to think clearly. Please do not confuse me with facts. The true measure of a man lies in how he wields power. Those who narrate the stories hold sway over society. The madness of love is the greatest blessing bestowed by heaven. Human behavior is driven by three primary sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. Education involves teaching our children to aspire for the right things. There are three types of men: those who love wisdom, those who love honor, and those who love games. When others speak poorly of you, conduct yourself in a way that no one will believe them. There are two things that should never provoke anger in a person: what they can change and what they cannot. In politics, we assume that anyone who knows how to garner votes also knows how to govern a city or a state. When we are unwell, we do not seek the most attractive physician or the most articulate one. Courage involves understanding what not to fear. How can we determine if we are currently dreaming and all our thoughts are mere illusions, or if we are awake and genuinely conversing with one another? You should not place men above the truth. The beginning is the most crucial aspect of any endeavor. Necessity drives innovation. Purpose of education is to instill a love for beauty. Death is not the most terrible fate that can befall humanity. You're my guiding star, a fellow stargazer, and I wish I could be the heavens, with countless eyes to gaze upon you. Character is merely a habit that has been practiced over time. People resemble soil. They can either nurture you and facilitate your personal growth, or they can hinder your development and cause you to wither away. Musical innovation poses significant risks to the state. When musical styles evolve, the core principles of the state invariably shift alongside them. A home that contains a library possesses a spirit. The greatest fortune is to find contentment in simplicity. No individual should bring children into the world unless they are prepared to commit fully to their upbringing and education. Beauty is subjective and resides in the observer's perspective. Positive actions empower us and motivate similar actions in others. Physical exercise, when mandated, does not harm the body. However, knowledge gained through coercion fails to take root in the mind. Those who can perceive beyond the deceptions and shadows of their society will often remain unrecognized, much less accepted by the general populace. An empty container produces the loudest noise. Thus, those with the least intelligence tend to be the most talkative. A hero emerges among 100. A wise individual is discovered among 1,000. Yet a truly accomplished person may not be found even among 100,000. Love is merely a term for the longing and pursuit of completeness. I would instruct children in music, physics, and philosophy, but above all, music, as the patterns found in music and all forms of art are essential to the learning process. Writing represents the geometry of the soul. Within each of us, even those who appear to be the most moderate, lies a type of desire that is fierce, untamed, and unrestrained. Love embodies the quest for completeness. If a person can genuinely be said to love something, it must be evident that he holds affection for it in its entirety, rather than loving just a part while disregarding the rest.